There's scarring, and then there's something that's like, I loved it and I kind of embraced it. Scarring was Nightmare on Elm Street. That was fully, I
Fully.
never saw another movie like that. I would give my.
I saw an eyeball with legs. When do you see that?
I know we're supposed to be scared of it, but it's kind of beautiful.
You guys ready? No, I don't want to do this. I have to go to the bathroom. You couldn't have gone before we put all this stuff on? I didn't have to go then. Now I have to go too. Oh my.
This movie is so much fun, and it is been a long time since there has been a family-friendly film that has not been either animated or overly panders to kids.
Yeah.
And what I love is that this film has such a great young cast, but none of them talk like an adult wrote it. It feels like this is how kids genuinely talk. But the two of you anchor this film in such a way as having the adults that kind of frame it for the kids. But these are characters that are different than what we typically see from you. And Tony, wanted to start for you playing this character. It's a very emotional roller coaster for this guy. How did you figure out how to play Taylor and how to figure out the emotional range for this?
I
I
mean,
love everything you just said, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know, you need to
see
pair
this
up- you
movie.
need to pair up
Yeah,
opposite.
that was great.
if I'm honest, this character was probably closer to me than other characters I've done. I love Buster. I love Arrested. I love the other characters I've done.
Care Bear?
Gare Bear. Yeah, who was called a bitchy mime on Boot. But I don't know, this character, it was nice to just, and that's what's great with independent film is you can kind of branch out and do something like that.
Right.
But I have a 19-year-old daughter, and I struggle with wanting to not want my kids to go through challenges and thinking I'm making the right choice by maybe moving on, when in actuality I need to let feelings be processed.
Right.
So I get it, you know.
There's growing up in the 80s and watching films for kids back then do not feel like the way kids films are today. And I think maybe it's because back then Hollywood was not afraid to scar the living hell out of
Yes.
kids with some of these frightening villains. Like, we don't get Large Marge, we don't get Judge Doom or any of these villains
Damn
anymore.
Marge. Oh my lord.
Right. So I wanted to ask you, and Tony, well, let's start with you. Which character from film as a child, from like a family-friendly film, not like what scarred you as a kid?
I mean,
Great question.
That is a great question. I mean, I will say there's scarring, and then there's something that's like, I loved it and I kind of embraced it. Scarring was Nightmare on Elm Street. That was fully. I never saw another movie like that. I would give my. But then Goonies was something that was scary, but I was just fully invested and really was transformed, like so impressionable to me. And the mom with the gangster sons.
Yes.
Like,
The little.
yes, yeah, like she was obviously a villain, but just so great.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that Goonies. We also use Goonies as a marker for this because we wanted that shared family experience where parents weren't like beating their heads against the wall because they couldn't watch another movie that they did. We wanted the comedy to be tight. We wanted the timing to work.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a big marker for us.
You said Large Marge. Like, I love Pee-wee so much. Pee-wee was such a huge part of my childhood and my family. We had Pee-wee's Playhouse laser discs, and we would watch them every Monday.
This documentary is really good.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't think I saw the Large Marge until I was a full adult. Like, I would close my eyes. I would prepare. I knew it was coming. Because I think I probably saw it the first time I watched the movie, and it was so scarring that I knew I could never watch it again. And now as an adult, I'm still scared. And then also, there's a movie called The Never-Ending Story. And there's the big, like, the big dog man.
It's the dog man.
The big dog that flies through the air. That really freaked me out.
See, I thought you were going to say when the horse is stuck.
The horse is so scared. That movie scared me so bad.
Do you remember the child catcher off Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Oh, yeah, that's horrifying.
Wait. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the musical?
The musical.
What happened?
There was a child catcher. He had a long nose, and he would go around town and catch children and put them in the cage, and he was terrifying. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Movies of our childhood, they were not pulling punches. They were scary.
And the kids talk like kids then as well, because what I noticed is you look at a family-friendly film today, and it kind of is like a scarlet letter to even call it a family-friendly film, but the kids here, like, they say bastard, they say words that, or like, would be forbidden in like a Disney film, but they talk realistically. Do you think like Seth really got the voice of these kids, or do you think it changed when the kids were actually performing the scenes?
Maybe a little bit of both.
I think a little bit of both. I mean, it was he has 3 kids of his own.
I think a lot of it came,
and a lot of it came
from the babes,
straight from the house, and just hearing them talk, because they were about the age then that the kids in the movie are.
I think "Do You Have My Covenant" is straight from.
There's a character here that was scarier than I was expecting it to be, and I love that. And I think back from when I was a kid, if I'm thinking of characters that scarred me, I'm thinking of maybe Large Marge in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, or Mombi in Return to Oz, things like that. So I wanted to ask, Bianca, we'll start with you. Which is your favorite scary character from childhood movies that you remember?
Oh, that's a good question.
Overall scary.
Oh my gosh.
For you, childhood movies would mean now movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pennywise, and I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it as a kid, but I remember when my parents watched it, and I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I ran into the living room because I was feeling left out, that they were watching a movie without me, and then I kind of saw him on screen, and that freaked me out.
You know what's funny about Pennywise? We did a test screening of this movie, and we all, like, I remember it was the teenage demographic. We had like 14 to 18 or something, all rated our movie, the sketch, at like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 in terms of what they thought of the movie. But on a scale of 1 to 10 on whether they'd recommend it to a friend or not, it was like a 1 or a 2. And they all wrote in some reason, some form of, I don't know if my friends would like it. And I was like, this is a snapshot of the young adults, like, brain, that you are all love the same thing. You're terrified that each other don't like it. So you only talk about the stuff that you're maybe not allowed to see, like It and Deadpool and Squid Game and stuff. So the fact that you say Pennywise is such, like, evident. Yeah, Pennywise scarred a whole generation of kids who didn't even see the movie, right? They just saw it in trailers.
And the Tim Curry one got me too. But Kalon, what would be yours?
Oh, a character that scarred me the most. I mean, maybe I would say Pennywise too. I mean, I never watched the movie, but like, yeah, it did like leave like an imprint on pop culture that like you knew Pennywise was, and you were like kind of scared of it.
Which is why we brought Bill Skarsgård here today. Please welcome Pennywise.
Just walks on the stage.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.